why Hong Kong is so special. My name is Fabio. I'm an actor who loves to cook, which means I'm constantly exploring new flavors and encountering different stories. These are my inspirations to cook and to perform. In between projects, I travel, immersing myself in new cultures, collecting new memories, and looking for the place that could become my next home in Asia. This time, I'm in Hong Kong, a city with a unique taste.
Wow, this is so good.
I will be visiting some fans of Hong Kong, people who proudly call Hong Kong their home. It's your first stop in Asia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The Hong Kong style.
Hong Kong style.
It's a journey of new tastes, new stories, new sensations, and I'm sure you will want to see it for yourself. Alors c'est parti. This is my new taste of Hong Kong. In the last episode, we kayaked in Sai Kung and enjoyed fine dining in Central. Now we are in the Hong Kong of the movies, the Kowloon Peninsula. But before any big adventure comes a big breakfast. This is the food my friend Miru grew up eating.
Hello, Miru.
Hi, Fabio.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Pleasure
you
to meet you. So this is our breakfast place.
Yes. This restaurant is famous for its food. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. 一個火腿通粉，一個叉燒湯意同埋燉奶，一個炒蛋多士。
How do you describe the experience of breakfast in Hong Kong?
It's fast.
Yeah.
Very fast and extremely fast. See, so fast.
All right.
But it is the steamed milk pudding. It's very fluffy.
Wow. It's very like silky smooth, but still very custardy inside. This actually reminds me a French dish. Like in France, when you do a pot-au-feu is like a big broth with a lot of vegetables and some meat. And the day after, we will keep the broth and we'll put some very tiny noodle inside and we eat that as a soup.
Oh, I see.
It's very similar. This is a more Western breakfast for me. Wow, this is so good.
Yeah, this is the best egg in town.
It's super creamy. So it's funny, in France, sometimes we will eat spaghetti for morning when we have to go to hiking.
Oh.
Like during winter when we go to the mountain, or let's say we go skiing, or we go like do like
You need
intense
energy, yeah.
energy, we will have noodle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But for Hong Kong people, it's every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Hong Kong style.
Hong Kong style. Do you work around here?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a craftsman of embroidery shoes, so I make embroidery shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not only the embroidery, the entire shoe I made by myself.
Is it a very traditional craft work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my family business. I can take you to BOWRING Street and then
Okay.
to my shop.
Amazing.
I'm really enjoying this hearty breakfast, but I'm fascinated to see where Miru grew up. This is BOWRING Street, Miru's childhood playground, full of shops selling fabric, needles, and thread. BOWRING feels like a very authentic, down-to-earth and humble neighborhood. I love exploring places like this.
I'll introduce you my favorite shop in Jordan.
So how often do you come here?
Like once a week.
Once a week?
When I'm run out of materials, I will come here to buy like the scissors.
So here's like the size, the length, and the thickness is different.
Yeah.
For how long have you been open here?
60 years.
60 years.
Yeah, almost 60 years.
Wow. You know, as a kid, when you come to this kind of shop,
It's a playground.
it's a playground,
Yeah.
right? It's full of curiosity and it's like a treasure. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many different products. It's very interesting.
Do you find inspiration when you come here?
Yes.
Yes?
Like new buttons. Sometimes I'll put it in my design.
Yes.
Yeah, like making some brooches or some hair accessories.
Okay.
And I love the lace too.
Oh, lace is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, in France, the lace embroidery is very popular.
Yeah.
It's very elegant and it's very difficult as well because
Yeah.
you have to be very meticulous. You comfortable here? You're the king here. So your shop is nearby?
Yeah, I live here and I study here too.
What did you study?
I studied design.
Design?
Yeah, and actually my university is in Hong Kong. I walk to school every day.
Okay.
Miru's family has been doing business in Bowring Mall for decades. This is a shop her grandfather started in 1958.
Welcome to my shop.
It's very colorful.
Yes,
So usually when you create a new design, how do you find your inspiration?
I find my inspiration in some Chinese traditional stories and from my daily lives.
I can see you have a lot of panda here.
Yeah, it is a symbol of Chinese culture. And this design is very popular among office ladies.
Oh really? Okay.
You can see there are different patterns. For example, the goldfish, dragon and phoenix. And this one with a Chinese word. This is happiness and this is double happiness.
So double happiness.
Yeah. And also you can see the dragon and phoenix.
Which means
It's couple
the couple.
and love. Yeah. They are for weddings, Chinese wedding.
Do you use the same sealing technique for all of those designs?
I have different embroidery techniques. For example, this one is the bead embroidery. I use bead and sequins to embroider.
It looks pretty complicated.
It's quite easy actually.
It's quite easy.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you.
Okay, I will do my best.
This is a Chinese brocade. These are 5 bats. It means 5 lucks here.
You have to be very patient for that.
Yeah.
True. So you keep the same technique, but did you do any innovation or did you create a new product?
Yeah, I have new designs every month. And also I've refined my grandfather's design by changing the materials and also refined the types of the shoes, like high heels and flip-flops.
I feel nowadays the young generation, they lose the passion for this kind of handcraft. That's my perception, and I feel that through your passion, you want to teach people and you want to share this message, right?
Yeah. My youngest student is 6 years old.
6 years old.
Yeah.
You must be a good teacher. And it's done.
Excellent.
Bye-bye, right, for the first time.
Alors c'est parti. This is my new taste of Hong Kong. I love to cook, and when I see kitchenware shops, I have to explore. This is why I wanted to come to Shanghai Street. I find it fascinating to see what people cook with. It gives me clues to the kind of cuisine I might find. For example, these huge chopping blocks. Every home seems to have one. It goes with the cleavers they use to chop meat and bones. I wonder if this will fit into my luggage.
Oh my God! Why do you want to cut on this?
More than a century ago, Shanghai Street was much closer to the sea, and the trade ships that travel here from all over the world. This street supplies sailors, traders, and just about anyone that might pass through, so business was very good. Some people say it was the busiest and most prosperous street in Hong Kong. Times have changed, but you can see the legacy left in some of the very specialized, traditional shops that remain.
How do you use this?
嗱咁樣啊，1兩啦，3兩、4兩、5兩、6兩，呢度8兩、9兩。
I'm still very confused. Oish! So this is the biggest scale that she has here. I don't think I believe her. This is super heavy. It works! Li Ho, still yours. So this shop has been here for 90 years. The owner, she's the 2nd generation, and she's the only one in Hong Kong selling those articles, like the scales, very traditional.
A more quiet part of town. Not many tourists know about Main Street, and there is a hidden gem here. A shop that sells a very special food, fermented tofu, or fuyu. Like Miru's shop, this one is also family owned. My friend Jay Liu runs the business for his family. And Jay has another talent. He is a principal flautist for the SAR Philharmonic Orchestra.
Hi,
Jay?
Fabio. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How do you pronounce it? Liu Ma Kee?
Yes, Liu Ma Kee.
Liu Ma Kee. I can see that you have a lot of pictures in your shop. Family is very important to you. Which generation are you?
I'm the fourth generation.
Fourth generation.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. It's your grandfather that created this shop?
Yes, Liu Ma Kee is already over 100 years old, and our Liu Ma Kee building is still
here.
in this
The same
location.
one, is the original one.
Yes, original one.
From the original fermented curd recipe that you had from your grandfather. And nowadays, how many different sauces do you have?
I think we have over 20 sauces now.
Wow.
We keep the traditions and we invented more sauces. This is the elder preserved bean curd, Lou Fu Yu. It's used more time to seasoning, and the taste and the flavor is stronger
It's
than
stronger.
the
Spicy one.
yes.
I'm very curious to see how it tastes.
This is the spicy one, but not very spicy.
Wow. It's really strong.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah.
I thought it would be very spicy, but actually no. It's super salty.
It's so salty because in the old times, the food, there is no fridge. So preserved bean curd is for which can long lasting. Yeah.
I would see that as a spread, you know, on the crunchy bread. Like maybe in France we have like some goat cheese, for example. I can try to make something with that.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Fermented tofu is powerful. It's like a very strong cheese. I'm going to use this to make my own taste of Hong Kong for Jay and his family.
Because you told me that in Hong Kong, when people eat the fermented tofu, they add some sugar on it.
Yes.
Right, some sweetness.
Yes.
So actually, the onion gonna add some sweetness to the
I
tofu.
see.
And let's get spread on it. And for the second one, I'm gonna use the spicy
one.
because I like the spiciness of this tofu, and it reminded me a bit the spiciness of a good chorizo. And here is your tapas. And now I'm gonna do the carbonara pasta.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
So I have some pancetta and some guanciale. So this is one of my favorite dish. I love to make this at home, and I hope that you're gonna like it with the tofu inside. And then put the guanciale. While this is cooking, I'm gonna put some eggs. Wanna help me?
Okay.
And we're gonna add the original tofu curd.
Is that
So
okay?
we're gonna just smash it. Actually, cooking is one of my passions. You have a passion as well, music.
Yeah, I have very great patience in flute and music.
So how do you get this passion for music?
When I was young, I usually listen to music in the shop, and then I have the time to keep the shop, and then I listen to music and study at school. So my music career was basically,
Study here.
yeah.
For me, cooking is memories of happiness. It's always family together. It's always gathering together. And I think this is also what your family is doing by creating this tofu curd. It's like bringing happiness. I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese on it. And now we have our tofu carbonara. Thank you so much. I'm so happy, I'm so touched to be welcomed like that in your family.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's try that. I really hope that we will like it.
Delicious.
Yes? What it means, ome? Ome.
Oh my, it's delicious.
Oh, really?
Very delicious.
Very delicious. Good?
Good,
Good.
very good, very good, very good.
Thank you. I really like your fermented tofu inside. Because it gives the layers to the dish. And this is something that we don't have, you know, in France, for example, in Western dishes. So next time I come back, we have to have some red wine with that. Okay?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Alors c'est parti. This is my new taste of Hong Kong. From historical Kowloon to a new part of town, the world-class West Kowloon Cultural District. This is a completely different kind of landscape. It stretches across 40 hectares of land in West Kowloon, and it's one of the largest art and culture districts in the world. Here, you will see displays of traditional culture, theater, and museums. The M+ rover is also part of this project. Its mission is to inspire people. The curator is Wong Ting Yen.
Chinian?
Hi, Fabio.
Hello.
Welcome.
Very nice
Yes.
to meet you.
Welcome to the West Kowloon Cultural District. And
Thank you.
my work is behind you.
I heard a lot about the Rover,
Yeah.
which is a traveling creative studio.
Yeah.
What you want to transmit to students or to everyone visiting this place.
What I'm interested is everyone, all the children, they should have a lot of questions. That's the most creative part, and even they can inspire the adult. That's why I called this time the topic is yes, but why? Do you want to see more? Yeah,
Sure.
let's go. Yeah, welcome
What
to
do
my
you
work.
want to ask yourself today?
Yeah, because the whole concept is about question
Yes.
and also about yes, but why?
Wow, this place looks so fun. It looks like a submariner.
Really?
Submariner going into a creativity sea.
Yeah, it's a creative world. And then there's two parts. One part is my work, and one part is a lot of the materials and the tools. I want to let the visitors to touch it and play with it. For example, they will ask them maybe like, whoa, let's guess, what is it used for? Can you have any creative idea to use it? Or they will ask them to find out any materials you think is interesting. For example, what if this foam? Yeah, is
It could be like the mouth of a crocodile.
yeah, or it can be a decoration for your clothes.
Oh yeah, why not? But your exhibition's name is Yes But Why.
Yeah.
Are we here to find some answers or do we have to find our own answers?
Find out more questions. Like,
Okay.
for example, like when the children and the parents come here, maybe normally the parents will be curious, oh, what should I teach the children? But at this moment, they don't need to teach them anything, or they don't need to find out the answer. They just need to open-minded. After they visit the exhibition, I want to let them left a question to all of us, to try to inspire us by the question.
Can I write my question?
Yeah, of course, let's go.
You know, it's been only a few days and I'm visiting Hong Kong and I can feel that Hong Kong is so unique. I feel Hong Kong is a place that's absorbed so much influence from the Western world,
Yeah.
but in the same time kept a real identity and authenticity.
I would describe Hong Kong just like a spongy. Absorb the Western culture, it can absorb the Chinese culture, and also after they mix together, it becomes the Hong Kong milk tea.
Which is delicious. Well, I have one question. Why Hong Kong is so special? So this is my yes but why question.
M+ is one of Hong Kong's newest and most anticipated museums. Visual culture is the theme. It will not only bring in various world-class exhibitions, the architecture itself is a work of art and photo-worthy, like the Louvre in Paris or the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. I like taking pictures and I love museums. I am definitely looking forward to visiting again. I love the artistic atmosphere here, and I'm really excited to be meeting one of the artists to tell me about it.
Hello Jessica, I got you a drink.
Oh, thank you so
Passion fruit soda.
much.
The weather is so hot.
Oh, yeah.
I've been walking around. This place is wonderful.
Yes, well, West Kowloon is essentially an art park. It's a center for arts, culture, and creativity.
Okay.
There are still a few buildings being built, but right behind us we have the Free Space, which is a wonderful performance venue.
I've heard you perform in the Free Space building. What is different from other art center?
Well, the Free Space building is actually what we call a black box theater. So what's interesting about that is the audience actually comes right down to the stage where the dancers and artists are performing.
Okay.
it's a very intimate
So
experience.
the audience is closer to the stage?
Yes, you're up close and personal with the artists, with the dancers, and it's a great venue for more contemporary or neoclassical works.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Jessica has called Hong Kong her home for some time now. She is very much a super fan of Hong Kong.
This is such a nice place.
Oh, yes.
So for how long have you been in Hong Kong?
I've been in Hong Kong on and off for about 9 years now.
9 years.
Yeah.
And at first when you arrived here, it was for performing?
Yeah, so I moved to Hong Kong for the Hong Kong Ballet. I was offered a very nice position here, and I thought it would be a really interesting place to learn more and enjoy my career.
Was it your first stop in Asia?
Yes.
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 And you decided to stay here.
Yeah.
What is the thing that really made you fell in love with the city?
I think it's diversity, the dynamic energy is really incredible. Yeah, very inspiring. And there's so many people from so many different places in the world. You really learn a lot.
When you're not working, how do you spend your time? Because I feel there's so much things to do, right? But what is your favorite thing to do here?
I think my favorite thing to do here is to go for a hike or for a run on one of Hong Kong's country trails. They're really, really beautiful and seem endless. I've been here 9 years and I definitely haven't discovered them all yet, which is so wonderful. And I also have to say the nightlife in Hong Kong is incredible, like no other place in the world.
I think Hong Kong is a kingdom of the extremes. You don't have time to rest. I feel you just want to keep exploring.
Yeah.
And I feel like 24 hours a day is not enough.
Oh yeah, for sure, not in Hong Kong.
My last stop in the West Kowloon Cultural District is the Shichu Center, a theater for Cantonese opera. Cantonese opera is on the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage. Singing, music, acrobatics, and martial arts are all part of the show. There is even a workshop where you can experience a little of what it's like. Naturally, I jumped at the opportunity.
撐舉右腳，左腳。
But perhaps I should stick to cooking in the future. Exploring Hong Kong never ends. Handcrafting, outdoors adventures, food and art. Here, traditional culture and heritage is valued and preserved. But new cultures are accepted and melted together with the old to create something uniquely Hong Kong. And of all my experiences, it's the one with Jay that stays with me. To see his family come together for a meal and drink new dishes that Jay and I made together with their traditional food. I can certainly imagine myself living here. It feels like home. The diversity in Hong Kong brings people together. Their passion and hospitality shine through. And the spirit to preserve Hong Kong's cultural heritage is a bond they share. Now, I know why Hong Kong is so special. Once you have a taste of Hong Kong, nothing will ever be the same again.